Howard Miller spends most of his time on the streets of Hannibal, but there is one thing he can count on, and that's a hot meal every weeknight at the Loaves and Fishes program. What would you do without Loaves and Fishes?
Chances are I'd probably go to bed without eating.
I'm on disability and I pay out all my money on my bills and I don't have extra money for food.
Everyone from homeless to low-income individuals to people who just want to fellowship flock to this free meal every night. But it's the volunteers who say they're the ones leaving this place fulfilled.
It's our duty to share, and we realize that because we are blessed, this is one way that we feel that we can help in our community.
Down the road, Pam Rivera has started up her own soup kitchen on Thursday afternoons. The owner of the former Abbey Rose restaurant was prompted to do something to help the growing homeless numbers. Now this meal is open to anyone who needs it with a donation jar at the door. Rivera says the meal here starts earlier because hunger knows no time.
And I'm starting to get families. I believe families should eat together, so if they can and I can provide it for them, that's really what I like.
I appreciate what they're doing for all of us.
Perhaps the place that feels the growth of the homeless population the most is here at the Hope House, Hannibal's shelter for the homeless.
I think that it's worse than it was, and I think the main thing is there are less options for the homeless person. There are just less things that they can turn to.
Dorothy Whitley has been a manager here at the Hope House for years and says she's seen a big change in the people seeking help. In the past year, there has been as many as 14 people crowding into the shelter here at any given time. She says these days, people aren't just passing through, they're staying longer.
And they're not motivated. I probably maybe have given up.
She's also taking in mothers with children with nowhere else to turn.
I don't believe their relatives are taking them in as much as relatives used to, probably because they cannot afford it. And I've seen more of that in the last year.
People must check in at the police department before seeking shelter at the Hope House. Here, people have a place to sleep, bathe, and wash their clothes before vacating the building at 9 in the morning. It's a limited service, but a lifesaver for people seeking shelter from the at times harsh winter.
When they have no other choices and they're desperate, then they turn to us.
Melissa Shriver, KHQA News, Hannibal.